Hello, I'm Jenny Sanchez. Welcome to Sullivan 180 Presents Take 5. Our guests today are David Foster and Raizy Mermelstein from Hamaspik HomeCare. David and Raizy, thank you both for joining me.
Our pleasure. Great to have the opportunity to try to get out our mission, what we're about, and what we're trying to accomplish on behalf of the residents of Sullivan County. You know, as a 501c3 and nonprofit home care agency, I think the only nonprofit home care agency in Sullivan County, we consider it very important to make the Sullivan County residents aware of what home care services is available to them and what they actually have a right to receive.
Could you please introduce your titles and expand on what you just said about Hamaspik HomeCare?
Yeah, I'm Director of Upstate Recruitment. Hamaspik HomeCare operates in New York City, the 5 boroughs of New York City, and 7 upstate counties, primarily in the Hudson Valley. So what we do in Hamaspik HomeCare, we provide traditional home care services and the CDPAP, the Consumer Directed Personal Assistance Program.
Okay, great. And
I'm
Raizy?
Raizy Mermelstein, the Upstate Regional Director for Hamaspik HomeCare. We're a licensed home care services agency, and Sullivan County is one of our servicing counties.
What are some of the challenges you've faced during the course of the pandemic?
Go ahead.
We're very much usually in terms of from the recruitment side, recruiting home care aides, recruiting administrative staff, the venues that normally were provided to us by government and commercial establishments no longer there because of the concern of the contagion. The various Department of Employment and Training that the various upstate counties sponsor were closed down. Commercial venues where we went to go to recruit, we would have recruiting events at shopping centers, malls, stores, etc. Those were very limited. So it's been a real challenge in terms of recruiting home care aides and people who want to become home care aides in Sullivan County.
And do you have any positive experiences that have come out of this you'd like to share?
Oh, definitely. I have for the past 2 months due to the very warm-heartedness and the graciousness of Mr. Gordon Jenkins. He's the owner of G-Man Beauty Supply on Broadway in Monticello and the former mayor of the village of Monticello. He's allowed me to put out a table in front of his store for 1 day a week for the past 2 months. So I have gotten to know very much the people of the village of Monticello through the summer tourist season, from a little bit before the tourist season, and now afterwards going into the fall. So it's been a real experience standing out front of Gordon's store and seeing the various people come in, primarily being mostly familiar with, I guess, those folks who come up for the summer, for the months of July and August. This has been a real eye-opener in seeing exactly what are the challenges facing Sullivan County residents, economically and socially.
You mentioned you are recruiting home health aides, personal care aides. What qualifications are necessary for these positions?
Ideally, a person should either have a certificate, New York State personal care attendant certificate or New York State home health aide certificate. That's usually a result of training. And if that person doesn't have that, if they've provided 3 months of home care services over the past 3 years, we can get them qualified. If they have 2 verifiable references to that work, we can get them qualified so they can receive a New York State PCA personal care attendant certificate. There's no education requirement in terms of a high school diploma, but someone must have a command of basic English, being able to read, write, and speak basic English. Also, I think because of the geographic challenge in Sullivan County, we're talking about primarily small towns being spread out over, I won't say long distances, but there are distances. If you're a resident of Sullivan County, you know that. There is a need for one to have a car or personal transportation, and also do have a phone. The phone, because a home care aide has to be able to make a call if, God forbid, something happens to a patient, whether it's someone's home, or maybe a change of assignment, or we have an emergency, we need someone to step up to take a case. So I think, so it's certification, transportation, and a phone.
How can people reach out for more information or to apply for positions?
They can either call me at 855-426-2774, extension 844, and leave a message. Or they can reach me by email. My email is dfoster@hamaspikcare.org. Either those two ways. Call me, leave a message. If I'm in office, I'll answer the phone. Please leave a message. I respond to all my messages.
Is there anything else either of you would like to share with our community?
Just one thing I'd like to say, that I think Sullivan County is challenged. So I think that part of the challenge of that also is getting adequate care. And home care is a great way for a person always to maintain a healthy lifestyle. If a person is elderly, if a person has certain disabilities, if they're homebound, keeping a person at home is a great way to keep a person's spirits up and be able to fight off their condition or maintain their strength and their positiveness, in their state of being homebound. So we're right here waiting to serve waiting to serve Sullivan County's residents, and also looking at the opportunity to employ Sullivan County residents to work in our agency.
Well, David and Raizy, thank you both so much for being here and for letting us know what you are doing to help Sullivan County.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jenny. It's been a pleasure.